I don't know that they thought I was serious for a while. I think they thought, oh, okay, Mrs. Shaver, she's just talking. And when they saw us come in with the cement boards, and the boards go together and the paint goes on the boards, and then we start breaking tiles and things really start happening, I think there was many moments where they were like, this is for real.
We're making something beautiful out of leftover things. We reuse tiles and we use dishes. You're just building it like a puzzle.
The end goal isn't so much as important as the process. The process is really what I think we were after from the beginning.
It's a lot of just kind of trying to find jobs for every single student to do, because once they have a job, they're happy, they're participating.
I think students love it because there are no failures, and it's just very easy to get very beautiful results.
Giving kids a place to feel part of something, to feel part of the school, to be part of a idea. And I think if you give kids a place to be, that great things can happen.
This is a mixture of 7th and 8th grade students. In middle school, they're really trying to figure out who they are all together. It's such a big identity building time, which is a really awesome time to be an art teacher because you can kind of help guide and facilitate that.
One particular value of this project is that we can collaborate. Everybody feels like they have a part in it.
Our visiting artists were here to teach us how to break the tiles and how to cut the glass.
They get to break things with hammers, which is every middle school student's dream of coming to school.
We're letting them use dangerous materials. It's liberating.
See what's underneath. Here you go. See, these are pretty good sized pieces. We decided upon creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking as the core kind of concept of the project. It's one of the biggest, I'd say, axes that art education revolves around. It's these skills that everybody talks about. And art education is where those things are happening.
They're working together as a team. They're working with their friends. They can see such dramatic changes from the start of the day to the end of the day.
As soon as all of the pieces are on, then we mix up this wonderful grout and we smear it over the top and we push it down into all the spaces. The interesting thing is to watch how they do react.
Some students are afraid of making mistakes, and some of them might not like the mess.
The grout is going to stain their hands. And some of them will think that's amazing to walk around with blue hands for the rest of the day, and other ones will be furiously scrubbing off it in the sink. These are going to be out in our courtyard. We have 4 tall pillars that face into the courtyard, and we've really been trying to make our courtyard an active outdoor learning space. It becomes all-inclusive of the whole school and really ties everything together. So it's also a really, really bold, out-in-your-face way of showing off art permanently. I really think something of this magnitude shows that art is worthwhile in the schools.
What could happen if we invest this sort of energy into everything in education? What could happen? And I think it's really cool to see that embodied in this project, where people are really coming in from the outside and really working closely hand in hand, seeing the great things that art education can do in the lives of kids.